Hey everyone, it's Randy here with another episode of Randy on the Road. Wanted to talk to you today about No King's Day. What a funny name, considering last year during the election, the Democrats removed the incumbent president of the United States from their ballot, replaced him with the vice president without a primary, completely dismantling the democratic processes of elections. No kings, right? Looks like a monarchy to me. But let's go back to the beginning of the Biden administration when we started off with lockdowns, shutting down businesses, mask mandates, social distancing, all this disproven nonsense that now when we look back say, how silly was that? It didn't stop the spread of anything. Or you had situations where people lost their jobs because they wouldn't take an experimental drug. Members of the military were fired over not taking an experimental drug. We saw so many examples of the Biden administration abusing its power, including collusion with social media companies to deplatform anyone that dared challenge the opinions of the Biden administration, who dared to challenge the faulty science behind what was going on during the pandemic. You were deplatformed. You were banned, including banning the President of the United States, Donald Trump, from social media in a direct violation of the First Amendment. How about the debanking of conservative businesses that happened around the country? How about the environmental, social, and governance scores that were being given to corporations throughout the country to determine whether or not they'd be eligible for government contracts or investments? What about all the people that had to say goodbye to loved ones through a closed window as their loved ones passed away in a nursing home or a hospital? Folks, that's what tyranny looks like. How about us having shoved down our throats this crazy idea that somehow if you're born a man, that you can compete in women's sports against women after years of fighting for Title IX protections for girls to have a level playing field because of trans ideology and a cult-like mentality. They told us we just had to take it. How about the education system pushing the trans ideology, LGBTQ, taking education out of the hands of parents? You remember Loudoun County, Virginia? These are just a few examples, folks. So for the left to call this no kings, give me a break. We just went through 4 years of it. We went through 4 years of being told that our president was coherent while an autopen was running his administration. Who was really in charge? Don't be fooled, folks. Right now, you're living in the golden era of this country. We're going to see things these next 3 years that are going to make us look back years from now and thank God that we had the opportunity to live during this time. I'm happy every day that President Trump was elected. The work that he's doing to once again secure the sovereign borders of our country, to secure the largest tax cut in the history of our country for the middle class, to bring American manufacturing back on shore, to call out the things that were done unlawfully for 4 years, to root out the deep state. Folks, this is a great time to be alive. So I hope you enjoyed your No King's Day, but remember to look in the mirror and ask yourself where you were during the 4 years of Biden-led tyranny in this country and how your media sycophants, your social media platforms worked in cahoots with the administration to silence us. Well, we won't be silenced anymore. We're not going away, folks. Can't wait to see what's ahead as President Trump works to secure the basic foundational principles of this country: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. God bless America.